Hey y'all, welcome to day 13 of the Reset Mindset Challenge. I am your girl Shanice, and I'm coming to you with today's topic: fostering a negative attitude fosters a negative mindset. And I just want to go and deep and dive into it. Just start off. If you are new here, I am Shanice. I help moms to heal from their past trauma so they can tap into their purpose and their full potential. And if you have been following along with this wonderful reset mindset, then you know that we have been going deep in why you're not soaring and also the roadmap of how to release those mindsets that no longer serve you so you can tap into the limitless supply that God have already placed inside of you so you can live in a place of abundance at all times through the way that you think. Today, we're going to talk about fostering a negative mindset through having a negative attitude. So I just want to dive into the definition of what foster means. It means to encourage or promote the development of something, typically something regards as a good. So you are fostering means to encourage or promote the development of a thing, right? To bring up. It also means to bring up. The second definition is to bring up. It means a child that is not one's own by birth. So when you are fostering something, you are cultivating. You are basically nurturing it. You are nurturing, you're cultivating that thing to become something better. It's kind of like guardianship, or you the foster mother. You're fostering that child, you're guarding that child, but you're allowing you are nurturing that child, encouraging and promoting it to become something. Whether you promoted it to become something good or something bad, what is your negative mindset? How is that promoting a negative mindset in your life? How does a negative attitude in your life promote a negative mindset? So let's dive in. So I started off inside the freebie. You could download the freebie on my YouTube channel. If you're inside my YouTube channel, you're watching this, go inside. It should be inside of my description box. If you are watching me on any platform on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, DM me challenge, and I can have the full video over to you, and with the freebie inside of it. But inside the freebie, I have a section and it's talking about navigating a negative mindset. Where did this mindset start? And I want to ask you, where did it start? Because don't no kid come inside this world with a negative mindset. Don't no kid come inside this world with a negative attitude. I don't you ain't never seen a newborn with a negative attitude. You ain't never seen a newborn crying all the time. A newborn cries or a baby cries because that's their only way of communication, right? That's the only way for them to communicate with you. I'm hungry. I'm sad. I'm in pain, right? We just think of our babies. When I know when my kids was babies, I understood what different cries that they had. One of their cries, it was a hunger cry. Another cry, when they would just cry excessively. That was them letting me know that they was in pain and my stomach was gassy and I need you to go ahead and clean me out, right? Amen. It was something wrong with my baby. And I knew when they was just crying when they was hungry, and I knew that they were just crying when they was in pain due to having gas or not feeling well, or that kind of cry when they're just very very weak and just very very tired, right? So we learned our kids cry, and the same with us, right? That negative mindset or that negative attitude is showing you that something is going on the inside. It's showing you that something is not lining up to the way it needs to line up. It's showing you, I seen this yesterday on a video. It said your emotions is a navigator to let you know that something what's going on with you. So when you're angry, your emotions is letting you know that you're not up, that you're not in agreement with something. Your emotion is a navigator, but we was taught to suppress our emotions, and that suppressed emotions turn into unforgiveness. It turns into bitterness. It turns into those things, right? So we foster that anger. We fostered that negative emotions or a negative mindset or a negative belief, and it ended up growing up to be that thing. But how we dealt with it when it first happened, and we would not have to foster it, but we could have actually dealt with it and released it for such as that time, right? The same with this negative mindset. This negative mindset was something that you fostered over the years. It could have been something that was learned when you was growing up, right? You seen your mama have a bad attitude, a negative mindset, a negative attitude. You seen your sister do it. You seen your grandma do it, and so you end up growing up doing the very same thing. For one, from learned behavior because you didn't know any better, and for two, It felt easier, right? It's easier for you to wake up with a negative mindset. It's easy for you to find something negative out of the situation. Have you ever been around somebody that was just so negative? Like everything that came out their mouth was negative. They cultivated that mindset. They cultivated that attitude. They cultivated. When I was in the fifth grade, I remember my teacher saying that. Let me back a little bit. I had said that the man that I had watched, he said that our emotions was a navigator to what was happening within us, right? So if I have a negative mindset all the time, or if I have a negative attitude all the time, that's letting me know that I'm believing something that's not true, right? That's letting me know there's something in my belief system that's not adding up in me because I'm always saying something negative. Because I'm pretty sure if we really look around us, we could find something positive. But whatever we put our eyes on, it grows, right? So if I'm looking at if whatever our minds is like, whatever we focus on, it becomes bigger. So if I'm constantly focusing on what's wrong and I'm not focusing on what's right, then guess what? I'm gonna always find the negative things. And that's because I'm fostering the negative things. But what happens when I turn my focus on the positive things? Guess what? I can now foster these positive thoughts. So what is your that negative mindset or that negative attitude telling you? It's telling you that you need to release some negative energy. It's telling you that you need to release some things inside of you that's not true. It's telling you that you're having the wrong thoughts, and them thoughts is making you angry. Those thoughts is making you a person you don't want to be. That negative mindset is telling you that you have negative emotions and negative energy that needs to be released out of your body. So, what is your negative mindset telling you? That you need to release something, that you are holding on to something that is making you the opposite that you want to be. Because I'm pretty sure, y'all, if I was to talk to the person that's a negative Nancy, they don't want to be a negative Nancy, but they don't know other no, they don't know no other way, and it feels comfortable. It feels comfortable to be negative. So where did this negative mindset start from? Let's dissect this. Where did you learn this negative attitude from? Right? Where did you learn this from? Was it because the atmosphere that you grew up in, right? That your parents was unpredictable. One minute they was laughing, next minute they was arguing. So you understood it was okay for me to have mood swings. It's okay for me to be angry this second, and it's okay for me to be happy the next second. Was you around somebody that complained a lot? That made you become a complainer because you felt like that's the only way that you can come up with a plan, or that's the only way that you can articulate yourself, or that's the only way that you can look at a circumstance or find a solution to that problem by complaining. Was depression taught to you? You saw your parents up and down and you thought that was the way that you're supposed to have fostered your life, not understanding that you was growing up around a distorted perspective people. Was the negative self-talk by hearing your mom or your dad say negative things about their self that now you did it? How is this mindset? Where was it developed at? And how is it affecting you? And what are you going to do from this day forward to make sure that this mindset does not hinder you? One of the things that my teacher taught me when I was in the fifth grade, she said this to us, and I still remember this to this day, but I had no idea what it meant at that time. She said, your attitude determines your altitude. But now I understand my attitude is going to it lets me know how far I'm going to go or how stagnant I would be. I'm gonna say it again. Your attitude is going to your attitude determines your altitude. So your attitude lets you know how far you're gonna go. So if you have a negative outlook on life, or you have a negative mindset or a negative perspective, let me tell you something. You're gonna always stay in a place of always seeing negative, and you're not gonna ever see anything positive, or never think that nothing good can come out of your life because you're cultivating this negative point. The definition of an attitude, the synonyms of a attitude of the attitude is a point of view, a viewpoint, a frame of mind. So if your attitude, your frame of mind, your viewpoint, your view, your point of view is from a negative standpoint, then guess what? You're fostering this negative mindset because your attitude is negative. The definition of an attitude is that a settled way of thinking or feeling about someone or something, typically one that is reflected in a person's behavior. So if you have a negative attitude, a negative mindset, guess what? Your behavior is going to follow it, which is this week we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk this week about um, habits and our actions and how our mindset is actually driving us to do the thing that we don't want to do, but not doing the things that we want to do. So before I log off, I want you to ask yourself these questions. Where did this mindset start from? And what is this mindset? What is this attitude telling me? Is this attitude telling me I need to praise? Is this attitude telling me if God is telling me that He wants to give me joy, then why am I walking around with such a negative standpoint of life? Where is this rooted from? And what do I need to do to change it? You got two options here with a negative mindset. How did it start? And what do I do to change it? Because if you don't find out where it started at, then guess what? You're going to keep on seeing from that place and never seeing from a positive place. And number two, if you don't release it, you're going to find yourself around the same mountain complaining, just like the people in the book of the Israelites, how they complained. Why? Because they fostered a negative mindset. Okay. So I love you guys. Stay encouraged, stay inspired. And I want you to just make a decision every single day that you wake up. Today is going to be a good day. And I'm not going to allow my emotions or I'm not going to allow my attitude to make me stay in a place I don't want to be. But instead, I choose to have an attitude of praise and worship instead of attitude of negative thinking. Okay. So I love you guys. Stay encouraged, stay inspired. If you are someone you need coaching, DM me challenge and we will hop on a call to see how her academy can help you. See you later.